Here we are live for game 2 of this doubleheader in bowl action. We are good to go. It has taken multiple attempts. We have been undaunted, and undaunted are the Navy midshipmen heading into the New Mexico Bowl. Coach Ninja facing off against Penn State, the team he coached from season 7 to season 11 and won a national championship with. It is a homecoming of sorts. Navy looking to get the win and move to 9-5 on the season. Penn State coming out of the Big Ten Conference, the Eastern Division, the powerhouse division of that conference. They are battle-tested. They come into the game sporting a winning record and multiple weapons on offense. Coach Ninja and the Navy midshipmen having prepared for this game, coming into it with the 3rd ranked rushing defense, the 24th ranked yardage defense, facing off against a 6-6 Penn State team coming out of the Big Ten, as we said, with the 24th ranked passing offense. They'd rather pass than run, and more specifically, the 27th ranked scoring defense. And good defensive play this year from Penn State on both the pass and the run. Few injuries there for Penn State. We'll see how it will affect their game plan. Here in a sunny but cold day, chilly day, coats required. Both teams with breath on their lips coming out in this bowl game. Penn State versus Navy here in the New Mexico Bowl in the home stadium of the New Mexico Lobos. The Lobos, ranked 6th, qualified for the Rose Bowl and were trounced by Washington. Both of these teams desperately wanting to get a bowl win. You know what counts a lot for your coaching record. You know what counts a lot for the statistics. And it certainly helps in recruiting. These two teams with a lot to play for as the Armed Forces flyover completes. We are set to get underway here in the New Mexico Bowl. Navy versus Penn State coming up. Coach Ninja, the head coach of the Navy midshipmen, facing off against Penn State, the team that he coached from seasons 7 through 11, the team that he coached to a national championship. A homecoming of sorts for Coach Ninja as the ball sails out of the back of the end zone, and Navy will get the ball to start the second half. That means that Penn State will get the ball to start the first. 1st and 10 from the 25 is where the ball gets set to go underway here in the New Mexico Bowl. Men in motion left to right across your radio dial. Read option by Penn State, good for a first down and more. Breaking tackles and forwards through the field for a 21-yard rush is Greg Perry. The halfback for Penn State gets the ball out near the 50-yard line. Penn State now having a 1st and 10 on their own 46. Breaking the huddle are the Nittany Lions. Navy coming out in a 4-3 under defense. Out to the sideline they go. Broken tackle, forward progress. Results in a first down by Brennan Dixon. 11-yard catch on the play. Now going to be 1st and 10. Barely in Navy territory at the 43-yard line. Penn State breaks the huddle. They go to 5 wide. Navy responding with a dime set. Pass out to the right side. Good for 9. Now going to be 2nd and 1 here in the early going of the first quarter. Second down, 1 yard to go. Both teams breaking the huddle. Navy coming out in a 4-3 under. Handoff to the right side is good for the first down. Tacklers there near the sideline, but not before Greg Perry gets the first down for the Nittany Lions offense.
First and 10. Ball on the 28.
28-yard line is where we resume play. It's a 1st and 10 for Penn State. Back to pass, surveying the field, throwing across the middle. Good for the first down and about 5 more into the heart of the defense. Mike Greco on the reception. The 13-yard line is where we resume action. Penn State with the football on their opening drive of the football game. We're just a little bit over a minute into the contest in this New Mexico Bowl. Penn State breaking the huddle in a spread set. Single back set off to the left side. Man in motion comes into the backfield. It's a handoff up the gut by Penn State. Breaks the tackle and into the end zone he goes. Greg Perry scores a touchdown for the Nittany Lions. It is 6-0 awaiting the extra point.
Great call by the offensive coordinator.
Big time play, taking that ball all the way in. Maybe the defense wasn't expecting a run.
The net goes up, the kick goes up, it goes in between the uprights, and the Nittany Lions hold a 7-0 lead. Navy now set to receive the ball and have their first drive of the ball game on offense.
Mixing the play calling with the run and the pass, just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
So the score now, 7-0.
Caught near the right hash, breaks out to the right side towards the sideline. Malcolm Perry gets out across the 25 to the 26, maybe the 27, and that's where the midshipmen will take over on their opening drive. 24-yard line is where it's marked. On the right hash, Navy with the football.
The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game.
5 wide receiver set, facing off against a $3.26. Caught underneath, a cut made, a flag on the play. Let's see who it's on. Clipping on the offense, that's going to set them back. We'll see where they spot the ball. It's going to be 1st and 20 on the Navy 14-yard line, and the midshipmen having to adjust here. 3 plays to get 20 yards.
It's first down and a lot.
They break the huddle on the right hash. The ball rests on the 14-yard line. Navy in the shotgun. Y trips. Takes the snap, drops back, looks, surveys the field, hits the halfback out of the backfield. He picks up 4. The completion to Malcolm Perry sets up 2nd and 17. The ball resting at Navy's 17-yard line here in the early going of the New Mexico Bowl. Twin tight end set for the midshipmen. Passing play possibly in the works. Hayes back to pass and throws the interception. Caught by Penn State inside the 20. They're going to take over following the turnover, holding a 7-point lead and with possession of the football inside Navy's 20-yard line. The midshipman defense called up to task in the here and now.
First and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
They break the huddle. Penn State in the spread set.
State up 7 points.
The Nittany Lions responding with a 3-3-5. Caught on the slant route. Good for the first down. Going to be first and goal from the 1-yard line here in the first quarter. Goal line set by the midshipman. Penn State breaks the huddle.
Defense digging in here.
Halfback, single back set, shotgun formation. Read option play, quarterback keeper, tackled by bodies in the middle of the field. It's going to be a loss of yards. It's swallowed up, and there's a penalty on the play. It's offsides. That's going to be first down as a result of the action. First and goal from the 1-yard line.
First down.
They'll call it the 1. It's more like the 4 or 5 inch line. Coming out with a goal line, twin tight end set are the Nittany Lions. And the handoff to the right side is good for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play. Let's see who it's on. It's offsides on the defense. It's going to result in a good touchdown by Penn State, and they take a 2-score lead here in the early going of the first quarter of this football game.
Love the way he's been running the ball all game.
Well, they're coming with it, I'll tell you that much.
And he converts the extra point. A quick 2-play, 12-yard drive, and they get it in for 7. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Navy takes the ball and takes the knee. They'll start at their 25-yard line, down 14-0 here about 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes into the football game.
The way their offense is playing, this game is really shaping together for this team.
The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better...
Navy breaks the huddle, comes out in a single back set. They've got 3 receivers, quarterback a little bit chilly.
These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Read option play, give up the gut. Navy picks up positive yardage. They'll call it 2nd and 8, a yard and a half to 2.5 yards on the opening play of that set of downs. Navy now facing 2nd down, 8 yards to go at their own 27.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 27.
Breaking the huddle, looking, surveying the field, we see a 3-3-5 stacked defense by the Nittany Lions. Shotgun single back set for the midshipman. Back to pass and throwing to the tight end and cutting inside is Amir Lee, making the play, converting a much needed first down for the Navy offense, giving them an opportunity to breathe and take stock of the situation. As it stands now, Navy with the football, trailing by 2 scores here very early in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Twin tight end set, I formation, up the gut they go. It's good for 2. It's going to be 2nd down, 8 yards to go when we resume action near the midfield stripe. Navy already out to the 39-yard line.
From their own 39.
Shotgun split big by the offense. 4 down linemen by the defense. Hayes on the keeper, picks up positive yards. It's a 5-yard gain. Now going to be 3rd down, 2 yards to go. We're just a hair past the halfway mark of the first quarter here on a bright sunny day in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
3rd down, 2 yards to go for the midshipman offense near the midfield stripe. Back to pass goes Hayes, finds his man, completion near the left sideline. Todd McKinley picks up 15 yards, 4 or 5 of those coming after the catch, able to turn upfield and pick up positive yardage before being brought down by the Penn State defense. First and 10 now for the midshipmen at the Penn State 41-yard line.
From the 41-yard line.
3-3-5 defense for the Nittany Lions, facing off against a shotgun single-back set for the midshipmen. Back to pass goes Hayes, finds his halfback out of the backfield. It's an incompletion as the coverage was tight. They would have liked to have gotten 1 or 2 off of that play. They couldn't get it. It's now 2nd and 2 following the incompletion. 4 down linemen this time for Penn State. Eye tight for the Navy midshipmen. Hayes drops back, surveys the field, throws the crossing route left to right. Reggie Henry, the young star tight end, the second tight end on the midshipman roster, but an up-and-coming star, converts for a big first down for the midshipmen. That's going to give them an opportunity to take a breath and continue their drive.
It's first down.
They break the huddle with 5 wide receivers here on first down. 3-2-6 defense for the Nittany Lions. Hayes back to pass, rolls to his left, takes positive yardage. They'll call it 2. Now going to be 2nd down, 2 yards to go. Navy football at the Penn State 28. Just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Navy breaking the huddle with a shotgun single back set. Complete to the halfback on the angle route, and it's deadly to the defense. It counteracts what the defense was doing perfectly. He was able to make the catch and get yards after the reception. It's going to set up with Navy with 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Shotgun wide trips formation for the midshipmen, facing off against 4 down linemen for Penn State. It's the give up the gut. It's good for the touchdown. Malcolm Perry, the star halfback for Navy, finds his way into the paint, and we've got a 1-score ball game, folks. Kickoff deep into the end zone. It's going to be an automatic touchback. That means the Nittany Lions will take over ahead by 7 on their own 25-yard line, as we're still in the first quarter here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, on a bright, sunshiny day where these 2 teams are facing off in a bowl game in League 1 play. First down, 10 yards to go, 25-yard line, the marker. Penn State back on offense. It's a bubble screen out to the left, and Brennan Dixon able to get 4 yards. Now going to be 2nd down, 6 yards to go from the 29. They break the huddle here in this 1-score football game. It's a 3-3-5 defense by Navy. Penn State with an offset formation, single back set. He takes the give up the gut, and Greg Perry picks up 8 on the halfback dive out of the spread set. 3-3-5 defense for the midshipmen once again, and once again a single back set. A bubble screen off to the right side. Navy brings down Hamler after just 2 yards, and it's now going to be second down, 8 yards to go as we approach the end of the first quarter.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 40.
3-3-5 defense once again for the midshipmen. Single back set once again. Man in motion right to the left. Clifford back to pass. Dumps it off to the left side. The defense is there. They hold Mike Greco to a 2-yard gain. Now going to be third and long for the Penn State offense. Penn State comes out with a shotgun single back set. Back to pass goes Clifford. Looks, throws to the halfback on the right side. He picks up yards after the catch, and Greg Perry with a 12-yard gain is going to give Penn State a fresh set of downs. As we end the first quarter, it's Penn State 2, Navy 1. Just past the midfield stripe are the Nittany Lions at the 46-yard line of the midshipmen. Navy coming out in a 3-3-5 defense. Penn State with multiple receivers on the field. Scrambling to the right side is Clifford. He picks up the first down and slides. The defense, I wouldn't say gave it to him, but allowed it. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 33. Navy still with 7 men in the box. Penn State with a single back set, running in the option to the right side. Multiple defenders are there, and Navy stuffs Greg Perry for a 1-yard gain on first down. Now going to be 2nd and 9 from the 32. Navy was ready for that running play by Penn State on first down. Now game action resuming with 2nd and 9 near the 30-yard line. Penn State with a single back to the left side. Navy responds with a 3-3-5. Good pressure, but a corner route to the left side beats the Navy defense, and Hippenhammer able to bring in the 21-yard catch. That's going to set up Penn State with first down, 10 yards to go, just outside the 10-yard line, as Navy tries to respond here in the very early portions of the second half. Navy comes out in the 3-3-5 bear. We're inside the 20-yard line. Penn State trying to go up by 2 scores. Back to pass goes Clifford. He hands off up the gut. Broken tackle by Perry. Potentially a face mask. We'll see what the flag is. It is indeed a face mask. It's going to be half the distance to the goal line. And here with 7 minutes left in the second quarter, Penn State has first and goal from the 2. 3-3-5 bear defense once again for Navy. Shotgun single back set for Penn State. Give up the gut, and stuffed in the middle of the field is Greg Perry. They're going to call it a 1-yard gain. I'm not convinced that it was. It is still 2nd and goal from the 1. It's not inches. Navy trying to hold on here and prevent the score. Long odds. 3-3-5 defense is the attempt. Give up the gut. And not enough bodies on the right side sees Penn State score. Greg Perry gets credit for the touchdown, and Penn State takes the 2-score lead. We are 6.5 minutes before the halftime break. Just a little bit past the marker between the first and second quarters, and Penn State leads by 2 scores, having received the opening kickoff. Received in the end zone, the knee is taken, and Navy resumes play from their own 25-yard line. Exactly 6.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Midshipmen trail by 2 touchdowns. Give up the gut to Perry. Positive yards for him. He picks up 4. Now going to be second down, 6 yards to go. Perry off to a 4-carry for 9-yard start. Here in the early going, it's just Navy's second possession.
29-yard line. It's second down.
Twin tight ends set for the middies. 4 down linemen for Penn State. Men in motion right to left. Back to pass, and Hayes completes over the middle to Vince Richards. Good for 3 yards. He was open in the gap. And just like that, Navy facing a 3rd and 4 from their own 31.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down.
4 down lineman, shotgun set for the midshipmen. Hayes takes the snap, drops back, throws quickly over the right side. It's good for the first down to Amir Lee with the 6-yard reception, his second catch of the game, and it gives Navy a first down and a chance to catch their breath. 1st and 10, near the right hash. Ball out to the 38, 39-yard line of the midshipmen. Rolling to the left is Hayes. Finds room. Picks up the first down. Goes out of bounds after a 17-yard gain. That's going to be another first down for the Navy offense as they continue to matriculate the ball down the field. Across the midfield stripe into Penn State territory they go, trailing by 2 scores.
1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
3-3-5 defense for Penn State. Up the gut goes Navy. Good for 7 to Malcolm Perry. Good rushing yardage on the play. Sets up 2nd and 3 from the 38. Shotgun split big set for Navy. Machinations at the line of scrimmage. It's a fake up the gut. Quarterback keeps it. He picks up 2. Now going to be 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go, and a running clock.
Spread the field in the
Navy has the ball at about the 31-yard line. Quarterback keeper, and he's tackled. It's going to be 4th and 1. They'll call it no gain by Reggie Hayes. The ball resting at the 36-yard line of a 14-point game. Coach Ninja and the Navy offense having 2 4th downs in their pocket, exploring their options here at the 36-yard line of this 2-score football game. They're going to break the huddle. The offense stays on the field. 1 yard to go, 4th and 1, just a hair over 3 minutes remaining. Caught over the middle by Richards. He's got multiple yards after the catch, a 23-yard gain. And just like that, with a little bit over 3 minutes remaining in the first half, Navy well inside the red zone, picks up the first down on fourth down, and now resumes the drive at the 13-yard line.
This is the ninth play of this drive.
4-down lineman for Penn State. Shotgun single back set. 3 minutes on a running clock. Back to pass goes Hayes. Finds Perry out of the backfield, and it's a touchdown. Malcolm Perry on the 13-yard gain. And just like that, we've got ourselves a one-score football game.
Zone down for a touchback. Just amazing.
2:54 remains here in the second quarter. Penn State has scored on their 3 drives. Navy has scored on their 2 drives. And we have a 7-point ball game as we approach the halftime whistle.
With 1 quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads.
3-man front by the midshipmen facing off against an offset for the Nittany Lions. Back to pass goes Clifford. Surveys the field, throws deep to the left side. It's complete. And a shoestring tackle prevents Hippenhammer from taking it to the house. But nevertheless, it is a huge gain by the Penn State offense. They will take over inside the 30 at about the 26-yard line here with 2:47. They're going to call it the 27. 1st and 10 from the 27 as Penn State leads by 7.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10.
3-3-5 Bear for Navy. 2 halfbacks in the backfield. Penn State drops back to pass, throws the screen to the left side. Blocks are picked up, and a first down results. Greg Perry able to get 13 yards off to the left side on the halfback screen. The ball now resting at Navy's 14-yard line. Penn State leads by 7.
1st and 10. Ball on the 14.
3-3-5 Bear for the midshipmen. Single back offset for Penn State. Man in motion into the backfield. Handoff up the gut. And it's good for the first down and more. Penn State gets down to about the 6-inch line. 2 and change before the half. Navy with an opportunity here for a goal line stand.
First down, and
They bring out the jumbo package. Penn State responds with the goal line package of their own.
both teams have their
Back to pass goes Clifford, looks and hits the crossing route from left to right. Chris Williams, the tight end, able to make the touchdown for the Nittany Lions. They went a little bit off script, and they converted their 4th drive for 4 touchdowns. Navy has converted 2 for 2 drives, and now looks to convert their 3rd to pull back within 7 before the halftime break.
and it results in a touchdown.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
There's 2:08 on the clock. Navy has all 3 timeouts. The kickoff goes deep into the end zone,
This one, great kick
and Navy will resume possession of the football.
for a touchback. Perry
1st and 10 from their own 25 with 2:08 remaining and all 3 timeouts, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
In this game. Yeah, it's a little bit unusual to see such a great performance individually by a star player, and yet
Spread set by the midshipmen facing off against the 3-man front for Penn State.
typically when your bell cow has such a great game, you'd expect that to rub off.
5 wide, and Hayes drops back, scrambles to his left, picks up positive yards. They'll call it 1. No harm, no foul.
Second and 9.
Second down, 9 yards to go. 4-man front for Penn State. Navy drops back. Play action pass. Complete to the tight end. Amir Lee leaping over defenders, making the 15-yard catch. And Navy goes no huddle with 1:38 remaining in the first half.
That's why they call his number so often.
Looking and complete once again to Lee. Navy displaying courage, threading the ball in between zone coverage. It's paid off twice. Let's see how many times they can go to the well. Play action pass, drops back to the right and complete. Diving catch by Amir Lee converts another first down, and now Navy with an opportunity to reset things because they have the ball at the 29-yard line. They still have all 3 timeouts. The clock may be running, but they are in good shape. They do call the timeout. Now with 2nd and inches, 1:13 on the clock. Navy with 2 timeouts. Multiple options in front of them as they trail by 2 scores, looking to pull it within 7 before the halftime break. 5 wide receivers for the midshipmen. 3-2-6 dollar defense for Penn State. Back to pass goes Hayes. Rolls to his left. Looking, gets the first down. It's 1st and 10 now for Navy. The clock will run when the ball is placed, but with 1:08, Navy will have 2 or 3 seconds to survey the field. Hayes rolling to his left, gets positive yardage, gets out of bounds. There's contact on the play, and it will cause Hayes to exhaust some energy, but the result of the play is 4 yards, out of bounds, stops the clock. That allows Navy the opportunity to give some players some rest and call a good 2nd down play and hope to extend this drive. 1:01 on the game clock. Navy in a shotgun, single back set, back to pass, looking, finds Perry out of the backfield, good for 11 yards, less than a minute to play, and Navy in control, 12-yard line, trailing by 2 scores, but the clock and timeouts in their favor. They're going to keep their quarterback on the field. He's back to pass. Hayes rolls to his left. And he's tackled, but the ball goes out of bounds. His fatigue caused him to fumble, but a little bit of luck on Navy's behalf gets that ball out of bounds, and it's going to be 2nd and 5. 39 seconds remaining. We'll see. It looks like Hayes is out. The backup quarterback coming in to helm the offense from the 7-yard line. Navy with no choice but to go to their bench in the huddle. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Clock running inside 20 seconds. Hill back to pass. Finds the halfback. Malcolm Perry picks up 6. Going to be 1st and goal, 14 seconds. Navy's going to have to call a play quickly. Looks like they called timeout. They have 1 remaining at the 1-yard line. 14 seconds before the break. Shotgun, single back set, up the gut, and it's there, and Navy pulls within 7. A 1-yard touchdown run by Malcolm Perry finds us in a 1-score football game as Navy pulls within 28-21 with just seconds before the half. Kickoff is up and deep into the end zone. Out of the back of the end zone it goes. Penn State takes over on the 25 with 3 timeouts and 12 seconds. Penn State breaks the huddle. They've got a single back set in a shotgun formation. Up the gut they go, and Navy is ready for it. They predicted run. They were correct. They took a chance, and they cashed their lottery ticket in, and we are going to go to the half in a one-score game, both teams taking every offensive possession into the end zone.
It's second down now, 13 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. Well, we've got a barn.
So despite one turnover, Navy only down by 7. Penn State did receive the opening kickoff. Navy will start the second half with the ball, trailing by 1 score in a tight ball game.
14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollock and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. The pass rush of both teams has been totally negated in the first half. Neither team has been able to come up with a sack. So what's the D-line coach right now preaching to you guys up front, you big fellas who love to go there and make life miserable for a quarterback?
Well, you got to watch the football and get off it as soon as you can and try to get that first step quickness, because I know those guys are big and strong, but they're also a little bit chunky. And if you're on the defensive line and you're a little bit slimmer and you get off the football a little bit faster, but try to get off that ball quick. And it's not just sacks, Reese. How about you affect the quarterback? How about you bull rush your guy and you put him in his lap and you make him throw over top, or change the throwing angle so he doesn't have a clean pocket where he can step up in there and make big throws the whole game. You got to do something different than you did the first half to affect the quarterback.
I can only hope that Nestler and Herbstreit will bring the same type of intensity to their call of the second half that David and I have brought to the halftime show. Of course, they always do. That's it for us here in the studio. Time to get you back out to the guys for the second half.
right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Huge return by the midshipman, a 53-yard kickoff return. No flags on the play, and the midshipman will take over an excellent field position to get this second half underway. Foreman front for Penn State. Navy comes out in a 5-wide set. Complete to the left side to Richards. He picks up positive yardage. It's a 5-yard gain on first down. Now going to be second down, 5 yards to go from the Penn State 45-yard line.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 45.
Navy breaks the huddle in a shotgun set. They've got a single back off to the right side and the tight end on the right side. It's a read option play, it's a quarterback keeper, and it's a first down for the midshipman offense. Reggie Hayes kept the ball, picked up the first down. Now going to be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Penn State Nittany Lions.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Twin tight end set as they break the huddle. Handoff up the gut. Perry picks up a 1.5 yards. They'll call it 2nd and 9. It's a short 9. Pretty close to 2nd and 8. Pretty close to a 2-yard gain. Eye tight, twin tight end set for Navy. 4 down lineman for Penn State. Back to pass goes Hayes. Finds Lee on the right side. The spin move breaks him open. He picks up the first down and more. It's an 11-yard catch. That's 72 yards on 6 catches by Amir Lee. He's been a focal point of the Navy offense to great effect, and he gives them a first down at the Penn State 27-yard line. Navy breaks the huddle. Twin tight end set, shotgun split big. Triple option play. It looks like Hayes going to keep it, but he keeps it only long enough to make the perfectly timed pitch out to the left side. It's good for big yardage. It sets up Navy with 1st and goal inside the Penn State 5. Looks like it might be about the 3.5. A big play on the left side for Navy's offense. Now 1st and goal from the 4, trailing by 1 score. They'll call it the 3.5. Third quarter here of the New Mexico Bowl. Fake handoff and quarterback keeper Reggie Hayes finds the paint, and we are 1 extra point away from a tie football game. Extra point is up and good. We are knotted at 28 here in the third quarter in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Navy set to kick off. 5 minutes and change remaining here in the third quarter. Kickoff travels beyond its density. And the 25-yard line is where Penn State will take over. 5:13 remaining here in the third quarter. We're coming to you live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a bright, sunny day as these two teams knotted at 28 here in the second half. Clifford back to pass, throws the screen to the left, and Navy machinates their defense, marshals their defenders to the left side, holds them to 3 yards on the play. Now going to be second down, 7 yards to go from the Penn State 28-yard line.
From their own 28-yard line.
3 down linemen for the midshipmen. Navy lining up in a shotgun single back set. It's a pass play. It's intercepted by Navy. Jones breaking free inside the 10-5. Touchdown midshipmen. They picked off the pass. Carrick Jones, the cornerback, picked off the pass on the out route and had nothing but green in front of him. It's the first turnover of the game. It's a touchdown for Navy. They have their first lead of the game. And Penn State, if you're a Nittany Lions fan, boy, did you not need to see that. We're about halfway through the third quarter, and now Navy leads by 7, 35-28. Following the turnover, the pick 6 by the Navy defense, they now hit the field again, looking for nothing but more of the same.
Streamline their attack, and I think it's made it a little bit easier for their players to understand what to do, and they're playing a lot faster here.
4:43 here remaining in the third quarter. One score football game. Penn State on offense. It's a handoff up the gut. It's good for the first down and more. It's a 15-yard gain by Greg Perry. That takes him up to 84 yards rushing on the day. Penn State trails by 7 here in the third quarter. First and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Penn State breaks the huddle. Shotgun single back set. Offset to the left. Pass to the left sideline, thrown out of bounds. And Sean Clifford has an incompletion on his record. Now second and 10 from the 40. That's where Penn State will resume action, trailing by 7 here in the third quarter of this football game. They break the huddle. They have the single back offset. They're in a shotgun formation. It's a handoff up the gut. It's good for the first down. Perry picks up good yardage. It's an 18-yard gain. And Penn State now with a 100-yard rusher in Gary Perry. Now facing first and 10 inside Navy territory, trailing by 7. The ball rests at the 43-yard line. Navy coming out in a 4-3 under. Penn State responds with the shotgun single back set again. Fake handoff, dump off to the right side. Greco is tackled as there's multiple Navy bodies there for the tight end screen. The conservative play call resulting in nothing more than a 5-yard loss for the Penn State offense. Now facing 2nd and 15 on the right hash, we have crossed the midway point of the third quarter. Navy leading by 7 here in Albuquerque.
It's second down, 15 to go. Ball on the 48.
4-3 formation by the midshipmen. Shotgun single back set. It is a give to the halfback. He does pick up positive yards. It's worth 8. The run to the right side, catching the defense slightly off guard, but they had bodies there. They held him short of the first down, well short of the first down. And now Penn State facing third down, 7 yards to go here in the third quarter.
Third down now. They need to get it down to the 32.
Clifford on the screen pass. It's complete, and he shakes the first tackler, but there's just too many bodies there. A little bit too conservative for Penn State. They're going to bring the special teams unit onto the field. Navy happy to see it. 4th and 6 as Penn State lines up just a little bit inside the 40. They're going to need a heck of a kick here. The kick is up, and it is good. Penn State pulls within 4. We're in the third quarter. Navy going to take over possession, leading by a half a possession
Penn State is ready to kick it away.
as we get back underway in the third quarter. Kickoff goes to the right side, caught by Perry. Brings it up along the sideline. Good for the well past the 20-yard line. It's a 40-something yard return by Perry. It's going to set up Navy with an excellent field position near the midfield stripe, leading by 4. They're going to call it exactly the midfield stripe, and Navy is going to take over ahead by 4 here in the second half.
Time after time, absorbing all these hits and putting the team on his back, you just have to be inspired.
So we're just about ready to return to action. Navy is up by 4.
Shotgun single back set, twin tight end set. Handoff up the gut, good for 2 yards for Joe Bright. Now going to be second down, 8 yards to go. It's a 35-31 Navy lead here in the New Mexico Bowl. Navy comes out in a shotgun split big. Penn State responds with 4 down linemen. Quarterback run to the left side. He's got running room, picks up the first down and more. Good for 12 yards. Reggie Hayes on the left sideline picks up the necessary yardage, and just like that, it's 1st and 10 for Navy, ahead by 4 at the Penn State 37-yard line.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Out of the huddle they come. It's a shotgun spread set for the midshipmen here facing 1st and 10. 1:42 remaining in the third. Hayes drops back, gives up the gut to Perry. He picks up 8 yards. Now going to be 2nd and 2. Perry out to 8 carries for 26 yards on the day on the ground. 29-yard line, the marker. The left hash is where the ball rests. And now Navy coming out in a twin tight end set. Heavy formation for the midshipmen, facing off against a 4-3 setup for Penn State. Up the gut goes Perry. He's got the first down and a few more. It's a 6-yard gain. And Navy continues to matriculate the ball down the field. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Penn State 23-yard line. There's less than a minute remaining in the third quarter. Navy holding on to less than a 1-score lead. They break the huddle at the 23. Navy coming out in a shotgun wide trips. Penn State responding with 3 down linemen, 4 backers. Read option play goes to the right side. It's stopped for no gain as Reggie Hayes was swallowed up by the defense on that play. Now going to be 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the 23.
That's 3 down and 1 to go. Navy's up by 4.
We're locked in a tight affair here. Navy leading by 4, 35-31. As we begin the fourth quarter, the midshipmen with the football at the Penn State 23-yard line. They have an opportunity to get some points or potentially extend their lead beyond 1 score. We're late in the football game. Getting down to squeaky bum time. We'll see how each team reacts to what the other is throwing at them. Navy now coming back into the huddle. 2nd down, 10 yards to go at the Penn State 23-yard line. The ball resting in the middle of the field. Navy comes out in the shotgun wide trips. Hayes back to pass, looks, throws it over the middle of the field, but it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Now going to be 3rd down, 10 yards to go here in this 4-point ball game. Navy in field goal range currently, now facing 3rd and 10. Hayes drops back to pass, rolls to his left, looks, and he's going to get the first down. Looked like the ball came free, but he was close enough to the sideline. And Hayes sacrifices himself in favor of the first down. It sets up Navy with 1st and 10 at the Penn State 12-yard line. The ball goes out of bounds on the left sideline. And Hayes does indeed get the first down on 3rd and long for the midshipmen. They are ahead by 4. They have possession of the football still at the Penn State 12-yard line. They break the huddle. They've got a single back set. Penn State in a 3. It looks like a 4-3 defense. Give up the gut. Good for positive yardage and more. Picks up 6. Malcolm Perry on first down. Now going to be 2nd and 4. We're in the early portions of the fourth quarter. Second down, 4 yards to go. The ball rests at the 6-yard line. Navy breaks the huddle under 10 seconds before The play clock expires. They run the play. They go up the gut with Perry. He picks up almost enough of the first. He's going to be a yard short. It's going to be third down, 1 yard to go inside the 5-yard line. Navy knocking on the doorstep, ahead by 4.
Short yardage situation here.
Navy breaks the huddle in the I-tight formation. They've got 2 tight ends. 4 down linemen for Penn State. Up the gut they go with the fullback. It's good for a touchdown. Leonard Scott gets the points on the board, and Navy leads by 2 scores with 6 minutes, 23 seconds remaining.
Lineman hopes for an opportunity to impose his will on the defense.
Kickoff by Navy, ahead by 11, and the clock now becomes a factor. Penn State's going to take over. That's going to give them the ball at their own 25, but they trail by 11 here in the 4th quarter in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Penn State comes out in a spread set this time. Navy responds with the 4-3. It's a give up the gut. It's a cut up the gut. It's good for 2 yards by Greg Perry. Clock continues to move now. 2nd and 8. Penn State with the football at their own 27-yard line. Looks like they're in no rush. Navy content to let time tick off the clock.
Second and 8. Ball on the 27-yard line.
27-yard line as they break the huddle. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Caught on the slant.
There's a strike complete.
Good for the first down to Hippenhammer. 30-yard gain by the Nittany Lions. And with a hair under 6 minutes remaining, Penn State now has first down, 10 yards to go. "43-yard line, the marker, as both teams huddle up for this play.
From the 43-yard
Penn State breaks the huddle. They're on the right hash. It's 1st and 10 at the 43, and they trail by 11. Back to pass goes Clifford, throws to the left side, complete, breaks the first tackle, the second one gets him, and Nathan Peoples picks up 5 yards on first down. Now going to be 2nd down, 5 yards to go at the Navy 39-yard line.
from the 39-yard
3-3-5 defense from the midshipmen facing off against the shotgun single back set. Clifford back to pass, looks, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. It is an 8-yard loss. It's a big play by the midshipman defense. It's going to result in 3rd and long.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, gonna get to do. Another one bites the dust. Shoot out.
3rd down, 14 yards to go. Penn State trails by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Quarterback sends a man in motion. Drops back to pass and throws the screen to the left. It is swallowed up by the Navy defense. Greg Perry is able to bring the ball in, but swallowed up by the Penn State defense, and it is now 4th down 18 yards to go. We are under the 5-minute mark, and Penn State leads by 2 scores. Sorry, check that. Navy leads by 2 scores, holding possession if they can get the stop. Coach Ninja facing off against his former team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Now in desperation mode. Back to pass goes Clifford. He's rushed, and it is complete. An unbelievable 30-yard catch by KJ Hamler extends the drive. Unreal accuracy on both the throw and the catch to give Penn State a breath of life. They were on their last legs. Navy now forced with the proposition of having to D up once again.
Now it's 1st and 10 with the defense trying to regroup after giving up the big pass.
Shotgun single back set for the Nittany Lions. Back to pass goes Clifford. Throws to the right side. Complete for the for the first down. Plus 5 yards. Down to the 7-yard line. 4 minutes and change in the football game.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
Navy comes out in a 3-3-5 bear. Penn State still with 1 halfback in the backfield. Back to pass. It's a draw play. It's swallowed up by the Navy defense. It's going to be 2nd and goal following a loss of 2 yards. Second and goal as they break the huddle. 3 down linemen for Navy. Give up the gut to the halfback. He's met. And Greg Perry picks up a loss of 1. Now 3rd and goal for Penn State. 3.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Penn State down to their last out.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
3-3-5 defense for the midshipmen. Shotgun single back to the left for Penn State. Finds the back out of the backfield. He's tackled after a 7-yard reception. It's not enough for the first down. We'll see what Penn State does. They're going to go for it. It looks like they're bringing out a full offensive package here for this 4th and goal from the 3. They're down by a touchdown and a field goal and a 2-point conversion, and they say they need the touchdown now. Navy trying to hold on. It's goal line versus goal line. Jumbo versus jumbo. And into the end zone it goes. It's incomplete. And with that, Navy will take over at their own 3-yard line, ahead by 2 scores with less than 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Big play by the midshipman defense as Penn State was in desperation mode. Penn State with 3 timeouts, but Navy is the team that has the football. 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line.
Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Up the gut they go. Perry picks up positive yards. It's a 5-yard gain. Going to be 2nd down and 5 to go. And no timeout so far from Penn State. Second down, 5 yards to go. We're inside 2.5. Navy with the football facing 2nd down 5 from inside their own 20. Handoff up the gut. He's got the first down, and Perry goes down, but not before he picks up 8. It's going to be 1st and 10 and that's going to require the first timeout by the Nittany Lions. Navy holding the football, holding a 2-score lead. They have the ball at their own 16-yard line. There's 2 minutes remaining, 2:01 remaining in the game, and Penn State has just used their first timeout.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
Shotgun set for the midshipmen. Twin tight end set. Quarterback keeper off to the right side. He's almost got the first down. They catch him short. It's going to be second down, 1 yard to go. It's going to require the second timeout by Penn State. And now, Navy with the football facing 2nd and 1. With Penn State only having 2 timeouts. Navy smelling blood in the water. Give up the gut is good for the first down. Perry picks up 3 on the carry. And that's the final timeout by Penn State. Navy now has 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line, ahead by 2 scores. Penn State, having exhausted all of their timeouts, could only rely on 3 plays, taking up a lot of time. And then they'll need a couple of miracles.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own.
Shotgun single back set for the midshipmen. 1:54 on the clock. The give up the gut picks up positive yards and the first down. Malcolm Perry with a 13-yard gain. That gets him out to 15 carries for 70 yards today. And a fresh set of downs for the midshipman offense, leading 42-31. Penn State running out of options.
From their own 40-yard line. It's first down.
1st and 10 for the midshipmen. They come out in a shotgun, halfback normal week. They give it up the gut. Perry has room to work with. He picks up 9. And with no timeouts, Penn State cannot stop the clock. Navy has the ball ahead by 2 scores, and they're facing 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's second down and 1.
56 and counting.
We have less than a minute.
Navy looking for their 9th victory on the season, hoping to finish 9-5. They were runners-up in the American Conference this season. They beat a few top 25 teams. They had some user wins. They are in excellent position to finish 9-5 and head into next season with most of their players returning. Coach Ninja has the midshipmen poised to take control of the American Conference next season, potentially. They're lined up in victory formation. Navy leads by 11, and that's going to be the ball game. 42-31 midshipmen. Penn State put up a good fight and led at the half, but Navy had an excellent second half and emerge victorious 42-31. The midshipmen will move to 9-5 on the season. Coach Ninja with another 9-win season. And as we said before, Navy potentially looking to take control of the American Conference next year. The pick six in the second half, leading the way for the midshipmen. It was the play of the game. It changed the course of the game. Navy's defense in the second half was exactly what they needed. Their offense was adequate in the first half, but their defense had a hard time limiting Penn State. But when they got to the second half, the defense responded to the call, answered the bell, and came up with a huge turnover that led the way to Navy coming back and getting the victory. Coach Ninja moves to 9-5 on the year. The midshipmen go into next season with good momentum for the coming campaign. We hope you've enjoyed this doubleheader between Syracuse and Navy. It was bowl week. We will have an interim for the off season as we handle political machinations and roster machinations and getting ready for next season. We hope to be able to bring that to you here in the next week to 10 days. We hope that the next season can resume just a little bit after September 15th. We hope you've enjoyed this season and will join us next season. We hope you have an excellent week. Kick its ass.